Yes. So, this particular one I've got here came in a job lot. I don't know if you can see that at all. It's an I Love Lucy watch, and it's still got the plastic film over the front of the glass, which is quite nice. What I'm going to do is have a quick look to see if I can actually get this thing working. In two sort of minds, I'm hoping that it doesn't work straight away, so I can use that little gadget, because that little gadget is quite cool. It's does all kinds of testing and what have you, right? And when I do get testicle, I can always put the light on as well to sort of brighten the place up a bit. But we'll hang on to that, because that thing tends to go flat rather quickly. But I can't complain about it, because I did find it in the middle of the street, so yeah, we'll put that to one side for now. The magic tool, this particular tool is designed for cracking the backs off these watches. Now, there are different types as well. As this one is here. This one's for releasing screwback watches, and the thing doesn't fall apart, so you can unscrew the back. But this one is for the what they call pressure backs. It's been there we go. As you can see, that's the insides. It's nothing special. It's not elaborate. It's not amazingly expensive at all. It's just a nice generic quartz battery-powered mechanism. There's nothing special about it. When you know when you've got something decent, because all the plating, whatever, tends to be gold, not or at least gold-plated, and not just metal. But hey. So what we want to do with this particular one is change the battery and have a look to see if it'll work. I'll take this back plate out first. Remove that. Now this is the fun bit. Popping the battery off. Now this particular one, let me just have a quick look. This one is standard. That is a, I don't know if you can see that at all. No, not rolling down my fucking Donny. Hang on. Yeah. You might not be able to focus on it, that's the problem. And can you see it? No. It's because he's focusing on the bloody background again. Right, there we are. It's in SR or SW 626. So, yeah, that's as best I can get, I'm sorry. Seems to be focusing on other things other than the bloody object I wanted to focus on. Anyway, screw it. Yeah, take me word for it. This one is a SW, yeah, SR 626. Well, an SR 626, right? The equivalent to that is an AG4, and it just so happens that I can't get to my AG4s because the fucking camera's in the way. Typical. So I'll remove my beer. Let me screw in place. And I will try and get my AG4s out without knocking the camera over. Can never go wrong with them. I've got shitloads of batteries. I've got that many batteries, you see. I've got that many batteries, I could start a battery shop. But you can never have too many batteries. It would be nice if I could put my hands straight on the ones I bloody want. Where are they gone? Hang on, let's try the drawer. Oh, here we go. Wrong drawer. Right, this is what I tend to do, right? when I have these job lotter watches, I'll go through some of the ones I think I look okay, and then I get myself a battery and stick the battery on, you know, as you do, and then I'll just see what's what. Because like I say, this one, even though it's you know, it doesn't look anything special, but it's reasonably clean. It hasn't been worn that much. I mean, it's only got a slight depression where the buckle's been. Not really much else. I mean, it just looks like it may have been worn maybe the odd 1 or 2 times, but that's it. I mean, I've got there's a little stamp on there that says China. I mean, there is that. I mean, that's nothing unusual. Let's just see if it'll fire up, shall we? See what happens. If it does, we're in with a bit of luck. Where's my things gone? Come on, get in there, little kid. Fiddly. No. You're supposed to go in the owl. Stick some hair around it. Shut up. Right, there we are. Flip it. Ooh. Look at that. Tickety tick, tickety tick. So take that film off, which has probably never been done. I mean, it's even, I don't understand it. That's been on. And I feel really, really shitty taking it off. Screw it. Yeah, look. And I Love Lucy watch. Dun, dun, dun. Should we have some light on? Light on. Light off. But it actually works. No, let's put it back together again. I'll have to give it a clean later. I like the inscription on the back there. See if I can read it. I Love Lucy and related. It says and related marks TM and some CBS Broadcasting Inc. Images of Lucy Bell and Desi. That's it. That means that my battery's gone flat on my thing. Desi Maisie. I have to keep turning that on there. Desi Mays are licensed by Deslui 2 Inc. Or ICC, I think that says. Unforgettable licensing, Japan movement, stainless steel back. Cool. Stick it on charge. Unfortunately, that bloody torch of mine, yeah, that didn't help, did he? And he got in the way. Unfortunately, that bloody torch I got, it tends not to work for very long, and if you have it on permanently, it tends to get flat very quick, which is a shame. So let's have a quick look. That's that way up. So in all fairness, that needs to be that way around. Does that correspond to that gap? It does. Hopefully. Now sometimes with these particular compression packs, they can be easy or a pain in the arse to put back on, especially when you're trying to put it back on straight. What's in the way? Something's in the way somewhere. If it ain't straight, it's going to bug the crap out of me. It's not too tight. So, There we are. What time is it? Let's have a quick look. See what time it is. No, it's not bad. Considering this says almost 3:05. I think we picked a good time to actually put this one back right, haven't we? So it's just gone 25 past or thereabouts. So. That says 9 o'clock, you bellend. Shut up. See? Even my head ain't working properly. I've probably been drinking too much, probably. That's what I'm after. There we go. I thought I said 3 o'clock then. I must have the watch upside down. So there we are. We have an I Love Lucy memorabilia watch. And it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, like I say, it could do with having a bit of a clean. I mean, it ain't like it's. I mean, I've had some really, really manky, dirty, horrible things. It's like I've had to have the scrubbing brush on it and spend a good 10-15 minutes scrubbing all the dirt and shit out of the thing. But no, this one's not that bad. Like I say, it seems like it's hardly been used. Nobody's really sat and enjoyed it, stuck it on the wrist. You might think, well, why would you want to enjoy something like this? Well, why not? I mean, look at it. It ain't like it's a crappy watch. It's a nice watch. I mean, even the numbers on there, I don't know if you can see that at all, but the numbers are actually gold. A gold effector on the numbers, 12, 3, 6 and 9. So it matches everything. It all goes together. Oh well. Never mind. Once you get to wipe all the crud off it, you may not have seen it because I haven't got much light around here, to be honest. I've got to get some better lighting really, but hey ho, these things happen. But the leather strap itself, I mean, it doesn't say it's leather. It could be just that PU stuff, but it seems rather robust. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it's ready to fall apart. Well, some of the washes I've had some right cankerous stuff. Just seems proper manky. You probably have to be careful of these. There's a bit of dirt on there coming off, so he may have had a bit of crud, but I think that'd be just mainly like crap that's gathered because he's been sat there doing nothing over time. I feel that I can give it a new lease of life, so what do you reckon? Does it suit me? Well, I love Lucy, don't you? I mean, Lucy's just awesome. Come on. Yeah, that's really nice. That is. It's very tidy. There's no scratches across the face. Yeah. That's alright. Where's my other bit? Hang on, just 2 seconds. I'll go and fetch me paper towels I can use to clean it off properly. Yeah. Nothing wrong with giving them a good clean now and again. Especially when they've been left. I always try and remove that crease in the watch as well. If I manipulate it enough, it might come out over time. It's not important though, is it really? Yep. I like that. That's turned out better than I thought. And believe it or not, you know, right, this is pretty much what I've found with a lot of these watches I've had. I mean, there's a few that I've had to rebuild, I will say that much. That's been a challenge. And now that I've gotten a little better, I might even start videoing that to effect and showing me rebuilding some of these digital watches that I have, because I do like digital watches. They're fascinating. I don't know why, I just like them. But then again, who doesn't? Yeah, well, that one is done. It's functional. I've got to noodle it up now. And what I mean by noodle is this. Noodle. Right, this is pipe insulation. I use my blade. I'm not going to do it here. Get the weapon out. And then I put that on there. And I do it. And then we get it nice and steady. Don't make it too wonky. And then there's a split there, and there's a split at the bottom, and then I slice the gap out. So, put my blade away. We don't want to be taking people's eyes out and fingers off. And that fits in there like so. And hopefully there's enough room left to fasten up. If it doesn't quite reach, then we try and put the bloody blade back together again where the bits have gone. Peeking thing. I need a new one. I think it's wearing out. It's fell apart. The spring has come out. I have had it for quite a while, so what was I going to use this for now? I'm going to use it for something like that. That's what I use it for. So we now take a section of that out, like so. So now you've got a bit of play. Half of the watch up again. This is just because obviously the ones that turn up, they've got no packaging or anything like that, and this is so I can store them. I'll have to do just a little bit more on that, not quite enough. Just won't bother. Try a bit more. Like so, and then because it doesn't meet quite properly, bit off there, like that. That's near enough for me. Because it ain't going to be perfect. Not too perfect anyway. Just enough to close up. And then I can put the strap on. there we have it. Done. Sorted. And now that can go in my little collection. It's cool, isn't it? Next. Now you do not have permission to laugh, because this is a kiddie's watch that came in the old, what do you call it, job lot, but it looks like nobody's had any appreciation out of that, so some little kiddywinker's not bothered with it. It's just such a shame, because I mean, if you look at the, you always know whether they've been used or abused, even though this is just a generic thing. The crystal glass on there, the plastic, it's just, there's nothing, not a blemish on it whatsoever. It's literally never been touched, not been worn. It's just a shame. And this one's got the Disney characters on. I think we've got Snow White, we've got what's that Frozen one's name, I can't remember. Yeah, who else is on there? Rapunzel's on there, Cinderella's on there. You get the picture. There's, what do they call these? Is it the Disney princesses or something like that? Well, if you know, then you can tell me. You know what I mean? So, anywho, once again, we'll crack the back off, stick a battery in it, and see if it works. It might do, it might not do. The thing is, if they leave batteries in these things, it's not good for the watch. Why do I put batteries in them and waste batteries, you're wondering? Because I like to see watches working. They're designed to work, not designed to sit there doing nothing. I'm trying to find the hole, but I got it. Here we go. Come on. Now that was a different mechanism inside. That one, it's plastic with a little bit of metal here and there for like holding bits in that need to be, but most of it's made out of plastic. So that's a really cheap version of a digital, what do they call it, a quartz analog, correction. Yeah. Even cheaper than the other one we just done. So again, we'll flick the plastic housing off, not causing too much hassle. Now, we've got some smudge on there, some crap. Who are you? Where have you come from? What are you for? Battery. Use this little thing here, just to flick it out. And once again, as always, it's going to be the generic, which is, yeah, as I thought, AG4. AG4 is always it tends to be the go-to battery, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It seems to like fit in the majority of most. I have come across some really strange ones that I haven't been able to get out of, and it takes a while for me to search, and then hey presto, there we have it. But it costs a bloody fortune to replace that battery, and because I'm a stubborn cow, I spend the money anyway. Some of the Casios have some really elaborate batteries, from anything from a CR 2032, 1616s, 1620s, 2016s, 2021s, 1620. Oh, there's loads of them, different types. But yeah. See, all that needed was a battery. Why couldn't somebody have put a battery in it and say, "Yeah, sweetie, enjoy this lovely little watch here. This will teach you how to tell the time." Oh yeah, but I was taught how to tell the time by my mum before I even went to school. Tell the time, shoelaces were tied, all that kind of crap before I went to school. Let's just give that a tap. Yeah, it's alright, just checking if the battery's loose now. No, it's not. But sometimes this little captivated spring that holds a battery in place, it's like a spring bar, and they tend to be a bit crappy. They don't last very long, but hey, again, let's put the time on. We got 15:42. Let's stick the time on the way round. See, this is the difference between this particular watch and some decent ones. When you pull the crown out, right, to adjust the time, on a good one, a reasonably good one anyway, the second hand will stop. This one obviously isn't, you know, a really expensive watch, because the second hand is still ticking away merrily. I don't know if you can see that at all. It's still tickety ticking on me, adjusting the time on it. So, whereas you always know that. That's something that'll help you out if you ever want to, you know, delve into the realm of watches and stuff. If you do have quartz analog watches and you want to save the battery, if it is a good one, it will stop the second hand from working. Turns it off. It won't stop the watch from working. The quartz will still have a pulse signal. And I can demonstrate that for you. When you put the watch on, you'll still have a pulse. Yes, it's alive! Ah! But because the mechanics of the watch isn't functioning, because you've pulled the crown out, it does save the battery. I think it reduces the expenditure by about sort of like 30% or something stupid like that. But anyway, you know, it's just in case you fancy, you know, swapping between watches, and you have a bunch of these analog ones. Pull the crown out, saves the battery. It won't save it completely, but it will reduce its its death date. God, I can't speak. More beer. Yeah. So once again, something as simple as that. I mean, it's clean, it's tidy, it doesn't really, I don't need to do anything else other than put that battery in. It's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, perfectly fine. So I can add that to my redone bit. Then I'm going to get a new voice box again. I'm only dying quietly. Now then, I found in my little collection here, right, because you've seen the other one. This is another I Love Lucy watch. Now this one has been used and abused quite happily. Yeah. Whoever owned this particular I Love Lucy watch must have really enjoyed it, because it, as you can see, right, it's been worn a lot. Right, so the person who had this particular model must have really enjoyed it, and it was their go-to watch. Whether it was their only watch, I don't know. But this one has actually got on the back. What does that say? Can't really see very well. It is genuine leather. It says vinyl. Vinyl backed with leather. Genuine leather. So it's a vinyl back. So I imagine that, because this is what feels very leather, it's like velvety, so that must be what it means. This is the leather part, and that could be the vinyl or velvet. Might say velvet, but no, it says vinyl. Vinyl back with genuine leather. Anyway, that's that one. And this is a, I mean the actual, the I don't know if you can see it at all, but all this is very opaque. It's either on the inside or the outside. It may have, I don't know, if it's been scratched, but I'm not sure. You know, I've got a funny feeling that might be something like airspray or something. Let's just have a bit of a wipe and see what happens. See if it'll look any better as I wipe it. Let's see. But you never know. Softer things have happened. You know, you have this sort of like mental image when you see these things. I mean, well, okay, I have these mental images of these things when I see how old stuff, and I use like an imagination as to what, who, when, and all that kind of cotter as to how these turned out the way they turned out. And like I say, this one looked like it's got covered in, even though it looked opaque. It could have been scratched, but feeling it, it felt more like hairspray, hair lacquer of some sort. And hey, isn't it weird when you say things and you think, well, maybe it could be, but sure enough. How about that? Wow, that's turned out alright. It was covered in hair lacquer. How about that? Who'd have thunk? Right then. Well, that's a bit of a, that's happy news, that, isn't it? I like that. You know, I mean, it might have some dust and shit inside the darn thing, which is possible, so we can always remove that. But the strap itself is done, unfortunately. The strap is now good. But if we can clean off all the debris, the used, the abused, see, it's all dusting up and falling apart. I tell you what we'll do. You know, all this crap here is coming off. Right, put them being again in a minute. What I'm going to do is a little tool for taking the spring bars out. Hopefully I can hit the spot. And it should come out with a bit of luck. Come on. See? It's all collapsing, it's all falling apart. There's one. Yeah, well, that's smuts. Yuck. There's one. Yeah, this is definitely had its day. You'll poke him in the hand, you little shit. You come out there. Players. Best investment ever. These are the flat gripped pliers. They haven't got any serrations in there. They're brilliant, they are. Absolutely brilliant. I had a set of them. They're great. Right. No. Whee! There we go. Yeah, that is definitely mank. Now, because I don't want to waste the buckle, because the buckle looks okay, we're going to have to take it off this way. See if we can get that off as well. Mm. Come on. Hmm. It's been a git. Yeah. Didn't take much, did it really? It just fell apart anyway. Yuck. So the buckle itself is fine, there's nothing wrong with the buckle. The buckle's perfectly fine, I can put it in my spares. Yeah, that can go in there. Right, let's get rid of that. Strap is in the bin. Yeah, in the bin. Right, pop that there. With the cloth. Earthquake. So now all I want to do is just basically remove all that rubbish off the body, the crystal front, the back, from out between the shoulders. It just gives it a little bit of a lease of life, you know what I mean? And then what I will do is I'll search on eBay or anywhere else for an equivalent strap that will actually suit it. Now clearly it came with a pink velvet strap. It doesn't have to be pink and velvet, it could also be pink leather, proper, just a leather one. It won't add any more value to it, but in my eyes it just makes it look better. Yeah. And I will be pleased, because it's only me I'm pleasing, it's nobody else. See? But when I first had that, I thought it looked really manky because the actual glass was all shitted up. I think I'm going to have to take it apart though and get inside it though. Possibly. I'll have a look in a sec. Right then, where are you? Somewhere around here is the open point, which is right there. Come on. Come on. So, and this one's a little bit better. Unfortunately, the seal has gone. The seal is basically in bits. It's rotted, which is a shame. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, that's definitely a doo-doo. There's any more seal bits on there? There we are. There's a piece there. There's a piece there. Well, was. Yep. So this has no longer got a seal for it. That's a shame. Oh well, never mind. It ain't like I'm going to be going scuba diving with it, but it might not close properly. That's a problem. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, fit the I don't know what they call this thing. It just must be some sort of like retaining point where it holds everything in place. There must be a name for it. I don't know what it is, mind you. Once again, an AG4. Yep. AG4. Okay. Ha! How about that? Another one that's free freaking clicking. Nice. The only disappointing thing about these is because I can't get inside. Yay! It no longer works because it's now fucking flew on the floor, motherfucker. No, we're alright, we're fine. I wonder if I can get inside there. Right. Okay. Let me just pull the crown out. Let's have a look. See, this one's a different mechanism. This one's a better one because the crown is pulled out and the second hand has stopped. If you remember what I said to you before, even though the second hand has stopped, now you're going to make me out to be a liar, are you? You little shit. Hey, bonus. If that's the case then. Interesting. Ha! Fucking awesome. You learn something new every day. Well, I do anyway. Cool. I do you know, I honestly thought he didn't do that. I stand stood corrected. Brilliant. It's even better. Saves the battery altogether. Turns the whole thing off. Wonderful. There you are then. Even better. I can live with that. Never even thought about fucking checking that out. Oh dear. Hey, I'm no watch expert. I don't even, I don't even claim to be. I just like playing with them. That's why I like to learn. I like to find out, figure shit out. And that, definitely cool. Because that means I've got a few things I can do with them. But this is the dilemma for me though, unfortunately, right? I prefer to see watches functional. I can't, if they're not working, I have to get them working. I don't like to see them turned off. There are the odd one that I have got turned off, but that's for a reason. Like my Timex, I've got a SSQ, and that's able to turn that off and turn it back on again. Like I say, that's because it's designed to do that, and I would rather do that anyway with that particular digital watch, because I don't want to end up sort of like, well, losing it, I suppose, in a sense. But I don't want the display to go duff. But most of the time I do prefer to have them actually functioning. I do prefer them functioning. I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe I'm just being daft. Nothing unusual. Can I get that in there? Can't get the crown off. All I can do is put a bit of paper towel in there. That's not long enough. Typical. Out. Just going to move that second hand out of the way. So I'm getting this top corner. Send the fingers over there so that it's all over at 3:15. I can tilt that back out again. I think there is a way of getting the crowns off some of these, but I have gone through a few of them and I have tried and I've looked and I've got them under the magnifying glass and I just can't find any kind of clip or button or whatever. There are some that have like a retaining pin for the crown bar, so you can push it or lift it or slide it and the whole shaft comes out. It's a lot easier. So there is a way of doing it. You can get them, but sometimes you just shit out of luck, I'm afraid. Yuck. If only that was long enough to get over there. It's just not. Not even that's long enough either. If that'll do it. Might work. Just gotta be careful with the fingers. Come on. I am happy with that. I don't see any kind of... No, I can live with that. It's not brilliant, but it's better than what it was. Okay. Before I start ruining things. That's what I tend to do. Get a bit carried away. Clip that back in place. Okay, set the time, which is now... Oh, good grief. It is now almost 10 past 7. 10 past 4 even. Yeah. Not bad, eh? All I got to do now is search the interweb for a new strap for it. And once that's done, again it'll be a functional watch. The only thing is though, because the seal is in bits, I don't know if I could actually get any seals for them. I'm not sure. I might be able to. I'll have to search for that as well and get some generic watch seals for them. I wouldn't be surprised if you can, to be honest with you. You're bound to it. I'm only guessing, but I'll have to wait and see when I see what I can do. You never know. It's possible. It is possible. Right then, what else have we got? How long have we been going for? Oh, yeah, not bad. This one will have to go into my what I call strapless box. My strapless box. These are all my watches without straps in. These ones, I don't think I'm going to get any straps for a lot of these. Like for instance that one there, that's some sort of fitness watch. It's a Origo, Origo, maybe, Origo. Yeah, well, there's the name there, look. It's got a slight defect in the display. I don't think you can see that at all, but just about there between the 1 and the 0 there's a slight defect. I have stripped it and cleaned it and what have you, but it works, it does its things, but to get a strap for it, yeah, right now. That's just a generic ladies watch. I couldn't get a strap for that. Yes, it is working. I've got it to work. All of them do. I'm afraid they all do. There's that one as well. This one came off one of those types that have got the well, that metal bracelet that goes round it. So this one's a guess. Is that right? Guess time. Chronograph. It works. It's even got the yin yang symbol on the back of it. There's none of the stones are missing, which is on these particular types of watches you always tend to find the stones tend to fall out. But guess what? This one didn't. The only thing that was broken about it was the actual bracelet on it. It was no good. But to get something to fit it, yeah. This one, right? This particular one is a Fossil. It's a ladies sports digital watch. Again, I have hunted, I have searched, I've got all the information on the back of the watch there. Do you think I can find a strap for it? Yeah, I can't even find this pigging make. I can't find it. Right, I've found something that looks similar, but it's just not this model. Can't do it. It's got a cracking display as well. It's pink, brilliant, absolutely awesome. Yeah, I mean, come on. Can I get a strap for it? No. This one's, I've got another one of these. The strap's here somewhere. Where have I put it? That's the strap for it, right? But the problem is that there's this little tabs that are sit inside there, and they've all broken off. I yet to search for a strap for this particular model. If I can get a replacement, I've got two of these and they are perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with them. They're mint, and like I say, apart from the strap. That's it. Yes, I know, it's out of time, but who cares. Another one of those cheap and nasty ones. This one's one of those, you know, Goya, that's bloody now, who cares. But it looks alright, it's clean, it's tidy, just could do the nice new strap for it. It's cheap as chips, it's not anything special. But yes, it works fine. This is one of those skimmy. Yeah, it's one of them. It works, it's fine, it's not a bother, it's pretty clean, it's reasonably well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that looks like a screw back, but it's not, it's an actual compression back. The little aperture's right there by my thumbnail, and you just pop the back off, and that's that one. But, the bezel does move, but yeah, it's very tight. It's supposed to move freely. It's alright, it's just a cheap thing, it's nothing special. This one is an Adidas. It works as well, works fine. Apart from the luminosity, which is what the back is, you can probably just about make out the leaf in the background. Unfortunately, the circuit board that it belongs to that is destroyed, it's gone. One of the capacitors are just gone, it's just yeah. But the actual watch itself, the mechanism and all that, as you can see, it still works, it's fine, there's no bother with it. As a matter of fact, why don't we just set it to the right time? Yeah, it's fine, it works alright, does the job. But again, this particular model, I can't find a strap for it. I can't even find this model, because I was hoping to find a replacement mechanism for the back of it, but yeah, not a chance at all. What's that one? It's just another generic one. It's got an eagle in the face with a pearlescent, pearlescent face with a printed eagle on it. It's a nice looking watch. I mean, it could do with having a strap put on it, really. And this one's not working. We're gonna have to investigate that. Can't have that. Why are you not working, you little git? Right. What's the back say? The back says, what does that say? Something timepiece. Carefree timepiece. There we go. Carefree timepiece. Japan movement. Yeah. Right then. Let's just because I don't like the idea of that. That's, why aren't you working? You was working before. Let's just get my little gadget out. Let's just check it. Okay. So you're not playing, are you? I'll make this the last one. I'll bored you enough for an hour. Where are you? There we go. That's the reason why. Can't work very well without a bloody battery in it, can it? Oh well, looking at that, I would say that once again, generic AG4 SR626. If anybody's interested. Now we have no movement. That's not good. Have we got it? Have we got life? Let's look, see if we've got life. Oh no, we don't have any life in it either. Oh, that sucks. Why don't we have life? Oh no. Can't have that. We might have to perform some CPR on the fucker. Just have a look under the magnifying glass to see if the contacts are a bit schmewed up or khaki. No. Not that I can see. A bit of a scrape. Scrapey, scrapey, scrapey. So, well, yeah. If I really? You're supposed to be 1.5 volts. That tester's crap, I'm telling you. It really is rubbish. It does the job when it comes to actually, you know, making sure the watches have got a pulse. Its heart's still beating, but for checking the batteries to make sure that they're actually working, rubbish. No, 1.5 volt. And my little tester there said it was on 0.5 of a volt. So, you know, we've got the right amount of energy we need. Come on. We have no motion. It's dead. It's dead. There's nothing we can do about it. The gear train works okay, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That seems to be working. But there's no pulse. Absolutely no pulse whatsoever. Yeah, why aren't you pulsing? Well, it's a bit of a cow. I thought this one worked, you know. Is that just because I'm tapping it? It's because I'm tapping it. Because I'm tapping it. Because I'm tapping it. Is there any power going through the coil? Fat lot. Resistance is futile. There's a bit of resistance there. Just dies a death. Methinks the coil's having a flap. Oh well. The coil is not working. It is done. It's now stuffed it. Oh, hang on, let's see. Check the quartz itself. Can I see the quartz point of contact? No. Oh, hang on. Poke. No. I can't get to it. I just can't get to it. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So we do have life there, but it's like it's very very like I don't want to play all the while sort of thing. But why? Oh well. No. It don't work. Motherfucker. No. There is no life in this one at all. Gear train is fine, nothing wrong with that, but there's just no pulse. None whatsoever. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Nothing at all. Get out. Yeah. What's going on with that there? You held the phone. What's going on with you? Interesting. So right, I've just spotted a bunch of crap sitting behind there. Now it could be that it's just decided to say, no, I've had enough, I'm not playing anymore, I don't care what your name is, I am done. Same with this bloody screwdriver as well. I think this screwdriver's done. Come on. How fucking tight are you? Screwdriver's racked off. Let me file here. No, can't do it. File's knackered. I had a little file here somewhere. What did I do with that? Crap. Let's go get the big one. Will that work? Can I get in there? I just want to be able to undo this bloody screw. Nope. What's stopping from getting inside that bloody thing? This is small enough. Now it is. No, can't get it off. See, that screw worked, but this one here, which is where the gook and all the scutty crap is, isn't going to come off. Or another screwdriver might do it. What size is that one? It's a bit big, I think. Yeah, a bit too big. What size is that one? No, maybe that one works either. Oh, rubbish. fit? Will it fit? No, but we can make it fucking fit. Oh, we have motion. Yay! I need this plate off. I need a straighter screwdriver. Right, that's that one off. And that's that one off. Take this one off. I hate flat-ended screws. And that's that one off. And off comes the retaining plate. And behind the retaining plate, I don't know if you can actually see that at all, but there's a bunch of green gooky stuff all over the back of that plastic, green and khaki and shitty. I'm trying to get rid of that if I can. I mean, I know you can't see very well, I do apologise, but I haven't got a microscopic camera, so I can't show you. But yeah, it just looked a bit ominous, so if I can try and figure out why we got all this gook all over the place and where it's going, and without causing too much hassle. Ah, see? Things are looking up. Up there is the quartz mechanism. There's the, in between my tweezers is the quartz itself, and that there is the circuit board. I don't know if you can see any detail there at all. I'm trying to get it in the position you can. Yeah, look. And maybe it's covered in gunk, it's not contacting properly. Maybe that the little chip in there is duff. Who knows? I have no clue. Oh, it's a little bit of gentle scrapey where I think shit should be scrapeyed. Then I shall put it back together again and we'll see what happens. Small screwdriver. It's proper furred up, that is. Right. If this works, I'll laugh my cock off. Just making sure I have no more screws in there. Screw, 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 screw. No. Fortunately, that centre plate there, that's holding all the gear train, so I haven't got to worry about that. I ain't causing any disruption of that, thankfully, because if that comes off, all the cogs and shit fly everywhere. It's like, that's it, sayonara, ta-da, can't rebuild you, in the bin you go. But where this coil contacts, where all the shit's sitting, it's got a good chance that that could be the reason why it's not working. I mean, I might be just wasting your frigging breath doing this shit. I mean, I don't know. So, a little bit of that, which is my isopropyl, in a dish with a cotton bud. And we can clean off the excess shit. And the beauty about this stuff is it'll lubricate, it also evaporates as well. How cool is that? Clean the contacts on the quartz mechanism, on the circuit board, and all that crap off. Yep. Happy days. Like I say, I'm probably wasting my frigging time and effort, but hey, it's all good fun. Where are you? Where am I put you? Come here, little shit. It's alive. Okay, that's that bit done. Before I do that though, hang on a sec. Let me just check the battery contact. Yep, it seems alright. And we'll just give that a bit of a tweak. Just a bit of a tweak. Okay, it's tweaked. Yep, tweezers. Okay, retaining plate with the odd screw still in it. The odd screw that just fell out of it. Come on. Get in there, you little shit. Okay. Right. So that's that plate back in. Now I've got to try and get these screws in place now. That's going to be a laugh. I'll tell you. It's like, don't breathe too heavily because they'll fly off everywhere. No shit. Like I say, it either will or it won't. And if you're wondering how I know what screw goes where, I was quite lucky by a bit of luck and forethought, and I have got a screw missing now. Where the bloody hell's that disappeared to? Was there? Ah, I got it. And that's how tiny they are. It's right by my finger. Can you see that? Yeah, you can't see it, can you? I know. It's tiny. This is how small it is. I don't even know if my camera will actually pick it up. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I've got to be careful, 'cause if I lose it on the floor, it's gone. That's how tiny that little bugger is. Yeah. I don't think it is. It's magnetic as well, so that might help. I need to put that one. Go here. Oh shit, where's that one disappeared to? Fuck. I got it. Things you can do with a magnifying glass. Right. I know that this is going to be completely pointless and a waste of time, but if you don't try, you'll never know. Let's just check the battery. Make sure the battery's okay. Yep, the battery's fine. 1.5. No, it's dead. Oh well. Even scraping off all the crud didn't do anything to it. That's a shame. Well, how about that? That was about what, half an hour of absolute complete letdown, wasn't it? Never mind. Not to worry. Let's get that out. And she gets a little fucker. I know, but it seems like I'm being a bit aggressive, but hey, don't worry about it. It's not going to move nothing. Oh well, never mind. It's a nice little watch as well. It is not bad, is it? But it's dead. Dead as the door now. I don't know what else to do with it. I haven't got no spare parts I could put in it, so. But I will hang on to it though. Because you never know. Anyway, I think that'll do you. You've had enough. I've bored you enough for the last hour and a half. So I'm going to go. And yeah. I might do this again some other time. And eventually I might, be able to do it with a little bit more skill. You might even be able to see what I'm doing as well next time, instead of me using my phone, because I'm only using my phone at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll speak to you later. Ta-ta.